Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames. So guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about Kevin Hunter taking Wendy Williams back to court. His claims is that Wendy hid at least $48 million during their divorce proceedings. So what he's doing, he's saying that this is a fraudulent action. He's demanding the court to overturn the divorce. So basically he's saying to the court, he needs them to vacate and set aside the final divorce judgment granted because based on fraud, misrepresentation, and misconduct. So let's get into it. I'm going to give you guys just a quick summary of what is being reported. Also, before I get into that report, I just want to advise you guys, following Kevin Hunter's decision, there has been a report stating that Wendy Williams has only $55,000 in her bank account. So even though Kevin Hunter is taking her back to court for a couple millions more, he's not going to get it because, this woman is sick and she's not going to be able to pay him whatever the outcome of the case is. And also, if we're paying close attention, no judge has ever been in Kevin Hunter's favor because we know the story. He cheated on her. Even though she's filed for divorce, he was unfaithful to her. And not just that, even after that, Wendy became very ill. She was and still is in a conservatorship. So I don't think that he's going to get anything, whether he's able to prove his claims or not. So basically, why he believes that Wendy still has the money is because now it is being revealed that in July of 2022, Wendy invited her friend Regina for an extended visit in New York. When Regina was in New York, Wendy spoke to her about, exploring some options regarding her estate. Wendy told her that she wanted to change, her current financial institution. At the time, Wendy was with Wells Fargo, as you guys know, and Wendy was saying she wanted to switch from Wells Fargo to another bank. Regina also claims that Wendy shared a statement with her, and the balance on that statement was nearly $55 million. So based on this, Kevin Hunter is saying he believes the extra $48 million was fraudulently concealed in the divorce, and he's asking the judge to vacate the previous divorce decision because Wendy committed fraud and all of that. But this man has no heart. He has no heart. He doesn't care about anyone outside himself. And this man is acting as though it cannot work. He just wants to live off this woman. When he was with her, he cheated on her consistently. People may argue and say, well, she had a drug problem or she had an alcohol problem. They all had problems in that marriage because Kevin Hunter had a cheating problem. He could not stay faithful to his wife, and he was using his wife's money to take care of another woman, all her business and expenses and all of that, allegedly. So if we're going to point fingers at Wendy, let's be clear. If Kevin was a decent husband to his wife, chances are Wendy would have never go back to those habits, okay? When people are faced with circumstances, they resort to what is familiar with them, even when it's not healthy for them. But let's get into this report so you guys can have more for your reference. Now, this report is coming from The Sun and quite a few other media outlets. Now, they're saying as former talk show host Wendy Williams continues her recovery from health issues, her former husband, Kevin Hunter, is demanding that a court vacate and set aside the final divorce judgment granted based on fraud, misrepresentation, and misconduct. Now, according to the U.S. Sun, Hunter alleges fraud based on financial documents submitted in 2019 during the divorce proceedings in a Wells Fargo portfolio report submitted by her guardian. Her total earned holdings were listed at $7,319,032.15. Yet Williams' best friend, Regina Shells, submitted an affidavit stating that Williams had $55 million in her bank account in 2022. So, Regina says, in July of 2022, Wendy invited me to stay with her in New York City for an extended period, she said in the affidavit. She said during that visit, Wendy expressed to me that she wished to explore options regarding her estate, specifically a possible change with her current financial institution. She also shared with me documents from Wells Fargo showing cumulative balance of nearly $55 million. Based on that statement, Hunter feels the money was hidden from him during the divorce proceeding. He believes the extra $48 million was fraudulently concealed in the divorce. As Hunter continues his pursuit of more money from Williams, he has argued with the New Jersey court where the divorce took place that Williams' guardian, Sabrina Maurici, may not even be allowed to represent his former wife. Maurici has the authority to do so in New York State, but he doubts she can do so in New Jersey. So it's given the sense that Kevin wants to basically disarm Wendy. And when I say disarm her, what I mean is that if her guardian is not there to support her and speak on her behalf, Kevin is looking at the possible chance of the court making a final decision. But we know that's not going to happen because if you guys know what's going on with Wendy's money, it is Wells Fargo that is in control. No judge has ever ruled in Kevin Hunter's favor then. They're not going to rule in his favor now. There are several reasons why they're not going to do so. Wendy's very ill. She has no more money coming in. There was a statement released recently saying that she only has $55,000 in her bank account. So if Kevin Hunter thinks that the court is going to say, okay, Wendy is to give you 15% or 25% of that, Wendy's ill. She cannot work. Kevin is not going to get that money. So Kevin needs to pick up the pace and he needs to find himself a job. No, let's complete this report. We have just 2 lines left. No, they're saying that in July, he filed court papers saying Maurici repping Williams is aching to practical law without a license, and she's neither bar attorney nor guardian appointed by New Jersey court. No, the judge has given Maurici 21 days to prove to the court that she has the authority to represent Williams in New Jersey. End of that. No, and that, like, I find it hard to believe that Kevin Hunter is this arrogant. Once you are a citizen, you really don't need a lawyer to represent you, or in this case, the guardian, because remember, the guardian is like, the person, your mother, the person that takes care of your welfare. So once you are a legal citizen, and even in some cases when you're not legal, you don't need a lawyer to represent the case. Wendy's guardian can represent her without being a practicing attorney, having a bar license or anything like that. And this is why I've said to you guys, Kevin Hunter wants to disarm Wendy's defense, because you can actually see it in his arguing, but it's just not going to work in his favor. The court is going to tell him, no, get a job. He cannot prove that Wendy really concealed that, because even though Regina is saying Wendy showed her that, where did that money go? And I think that is going to bring further investigation, not just the fact that, Wendy might have spent it, further investigation into who has been taking monies from Wendy's account, what the bank has been paying out to people, and all of that. I think this will potentially open a new investigation into Wendy Williams' financial situation, her finances. But at the end of the day, we know Kevin Hunter, he's not going to get a dime or a dollar. It's really sick and disgusting to see him preying on this woman despite her illness. And this is how you know when someone has any love or respect for you as a human being. Wendy was with him for so many years, taking care of him and Sharina, and for him to be doing this, it's really sick, really twisted, really disgusting. He said that he was the mastermind behind Wendy Williams' show, if I'm correct. If you have such a great mind and if you were the mastermind behind that show, why not get Sharina a show and live off Sharina's money, and you can use Sharina money to get yourself a younger side chick, because that seems to be your cycle. If you're so good, why can't you get her a show? Or why can't you get yourself a show if you're so good? I mean, if you're so good, come on, show the public how good you are. But at this point, everyone is looking at you as a very weak, disgusting, despicable human being. And that's all I have to say about that for this video. Let me know, what are your thoughts? While you're at it, thumbs up, share, stay safe. See you guys later. Bye guys.